Hello, beautiful people from across the lands. It is your girl, Tashana Nicole. Join me on my journey to financial independence by eliminating debt, creating multiple streams of income, and inspiring others to dream again. Hello, if you are new here, welcome back to my hopeful folk for returning. Today's video is very important to me, as the next couple of videos I am going to be talking about how we can include our children in the conversation, certain things that we want to teach them and empower them when it comes to money, and also when it comes to investing. One of the very heavy burdens that I have as I am on my journey to financial independence in debt, there was just a lot of conversations that weren't had in my home that cost me a lot. And at the time, I didn't realize that they had very significant impacts on how I view the world, how I view money, and sometimes even how I view myself. And as a parent and as a mother, as an auntie, it is very important for me to not have my children or children who are connected to me follow in the same footsteps that I have, and trying to dig their way out of debt. That is like a fear of mine, that I don't want history to repeat itself in that way. So as I am learning just the basic fundamental when it comes to managing money and when it comes to investing, on how just very small practical things that the everyday person can do to set their kids up for success is very obtainable and achievable with the right information and with the right tactics put in place. So it is my hope, if you are a parent, if you are a guardian of some sort, or even if you're, an uncle or auntie, a godmom, that this information resonate with you and that you can begin to take action so that our future does not have to look like our today. And so with that said, let's get into how you and I can begin to invest for our children. Because investing sometimes can be a very complex conversation. There are so many different ways and things that you can do when it comes to investing. I am just going to talk about 3 simple steps that you can do to get you started with your investing journey for your children. The first step is to choose a brokerage account. Now, a brokerage account is simply an account that is designated for investing. You cannot invest with a regular checking and savings account. You have to open up what is called a brokerage account. And when you are looking for a brokerage account, you want to be mindful to see if there are any fees or if there are any minimum deposits that have to be put in there when you first open the account. I highly encourage to look on, brokerages that offer like online accounts, because they tend to have, low to zero fees, and also, no minimum balance is required. But that is the first step. You want to look into where you want to open a brokerage account to begin to start that investing journey for your child. And some common well-known brokers that are out there are like Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab. These are like the grandfathering companies / investment banks that have been around for years, as they have customer service available to answer any questions that you need as you're beginning the process to open an account. So that's the first step. Step 2 is to gather important information. Now, the information that you are going to need will be for you and also for the child or the minor that you are going to be opening up this account for. So do not be surprised when they ask for the Social Security or any type of identifying documents like a birth certificate. Some brokers may ask for proof of employment. As this is an account with any bank account that you open up, you have to have identifying documents connected to it. So make sure you have that information ready when you are getting ready to open up a broker account. Step 3 is to make your first deposit. Now, with this type of brokerage account for a child or a minor, you're going to open up what is called a custodial account. A custodial account is opened up and controlled by an adult over 18 for a minor. And depending on what state you are in, a minor could be, anyone under 18, or some states it even goes up to 21. So with the custodial account, as the adult open it up, you will have the main responsibility of managing that account and accessing that account on the behalf of the minor or child that you opened it up for. And again, depending on what broker you chose, there may be a minimum that you have to deposit into already to kind of get that account started. But you want to make sure, regardless if there's a minimum or not, that you're making that first deposit. And with the custodial account, there are 2 different ways that you can invest for a child, which is a UGMA. With the UGMA, You are able to invest in stocks, bonds, index, and mutual funds. It is limited to cash assets. However, if you want to have a more diverse way to invest for your child, you can open up what is called a UTMA, which stands for a Uniform Transfer to Minors. Now, with this type of account, you're able to diversify and invest in things like real estate, jewelry, art, intellectual property. You have a more free reign of the type of investments that you can have for your child in a UTMA versus a UGMA. So again, when you're opening up with your broker, be sure to ask those questions on the different options that are available and what type of investments that you have in mind for this minor or child that you are investing for. So I hope you found today's video helpful. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you have, and share to those who can benefit for this information, who is on a wealth building journey like I am, and who wants to not only have that wealth benefit them directly, but generations after them, because that is the overall goal when it comes to financial independence. So until next time, be sure to dream, believe, and achieve.